scores climbing, every level in sight. 420 warrior, wake and bake routine. Streaming every day, living that dream. In the digital realm, looking pristine. Life on the screen, it's a whole new scene. Nugs, snacks, and late night hacks. Say your 420 never lack, always on track. Green haze, purple haze, snacky attack. Life's a video game, always ready to zap. We up blaze on, it's 420 dawn. Say your 420 streaming to the break of dawn. Controller in hand, eyes red, never gone. Game of life like a king sitting on the throne. Pixels popping, headsets on tight. Twitch chat buzzing, freaks out all night. Packing that pipe, mellow sounds ignite. High scores climbing, every level in sight. 420 warrior, wake and bake routine. Streaming every day, living that dream. In the digital realm, looking pristine. Life on the screen, it's a whole new scene. Nugs, snacks, and late night hacks. Say your 420 never lack, always on track. Green haze, purple haze, snacky attack. Life's a video game, always ready to zap. We up blaze on, it's 420 dawn. Say your 420 streaming to the break of dawn. Controller in hand, eyes red, never gone. Game of life like a king sitting on the throne. Pixels popping, headsets on tight. Twitch chat buzzing, freaks out all night. Packing that pipe, mellow sounds ignite. High scores climbing, every level in sight. 420 warrior, wake and bake routine. Streaming every day, living that dream. In the digital realm, looking pristine. Life on the screen, it's a whole new scene. Nugs, snacks, and late night hacks. Say your 420 never lack, always on track. Green haze, purple haze, snacky attack. Life's a video game, always ready to zap. We up blaze on, it's 420 dawn. Say your 420 streaming to the break of dawn. Controller in hand, eyes red, never gone. Game of life.
How about I don't mute myself? There we go. How about now? Can you hear me? Welcome on in, everybody. I am Sadie, your 420. I'm a regular streamer who doesn't remember how to unmute himself quite often. Hope everyone's having an amazing day. Thank you for being here today. We are getting ready to hop on in to the Football Manager Superstar League Season 2 Championship matches. This is your closing stage final. It's going to be Alebrijes versus Cancun. Well, then we'll get into the Season 2 Championship, where we go and see who wins between the two champions. Hey, bestie, how you doing today? Welcome on in. Doing great. Thank you for asking. So without much further ado, into the Football Manager part of the game, everyone. There we go. Yeah. Like it. Looking good. Looking good. Perfect. All right. So here we are into the Football Manager League, everybody. Getting ready for that Alebrijes matchup versus Cancun in the closing stage championship. Let's take a look on how we got to this matchup, everybody. In the quarterfinals, Yeah, quarterfinal. There we go. Perfect. In the quarterfinal, Atlante defeated Morelia 10-4 on aggregate. Irapuato would defeat Mineros 6-4, while Alebrijes was able to find a 4-2 win through 2 games over Correcaminos. Cancun trounced Dorados 5-1 to move on to the semifinal. Then in your semifinal, Atlante would face off against Alebrijes, coming in with a 2-1 aggregate lead into the final matchup. Alebrijes would score in the 80th minute from Tom Murphy, putting them up 3-2 and moving on to the championship. Cancun dismantled Irapuato 4-1 in the opening leg, and then 5-1 in the second leg for a 9-2 aggregate victory. That brings us to our championship round match here of the closing stage. Cancun takes on Alebrijes. Now we do have 3 matches coming your way here today, everybody. And then we will be on about a week or a week and a half break of the Football Manager as we move the league over to the Italian division. We are going to be moving on over the pond. I do have to get all of the players moved over. I have to get all the coaches moved over. It's going to be a little bit of work for me. I plan on doing 1 team every night. So the next 3 days, I'll get, Cancun done. I'll get Alebrijes done. I'll get Atlante done. And then we'll start moving forward with what needs to be done there. I'm hesitant on moving too quick. I want to make sure everybody gets the awards that they're supposed to in the, over here as well. We can't do anything over there until June 30. So I'm making sure that I don't move us too quickly here. But once the new season begins, I'll get everyone moved over and we'll get everything started. Super excited for us moving the Football Manager Superstar League out of the Mexican League over to the Italian League. If for any reason the Italian League doesn't work, we have a 3-year contract with them. We're going to try to work there for 3 years. We do have an out clause after 2 if for any reason we feel that we need to move on. Now, looking at the... Thank you, Gator. Good morning, PJ. And Parker Jacob does lead all goal scorers here in the closing stage with 23 goals. 18 appearances, 1 more than Bob Royal. Yep, always 1 more than Bob Royal. Cristobal Carpa down him with 8 goals less at 15. Darth Gator showing that they are dangerous, having scored 6 goals in 2 games. 7 goals in 3 games since the playoffs have started. 11 goals now for them on the year. Darth Gator has 4 assists as well. That closing stage, 11 goals, 3 assists. Opening stage was 4 goals, 10 assists. And then we go look at their stars stats. Last year, they had 34 goals and 17 assists. They were player of the match 9 times. And this year would be a down year if we were to compare. Out on the international duty, they scored 1 goal, 3 assists, and they were player of the match 1 time. 1 time! Now we do need to go ahead and get those matches locked in so that way we're at those matches, by the way. Dude in front. Eminent front. Eminence front. Eminence front. So we do have a game on Wednesday that we're going to attend. And then we have another game. The Wings. Get it together. morning is here today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I got Philly Billy. I hope I did. Let's see. Took that one away from him because the transfer doesn't. Yep. All right. Perfect. Now we took that one transfer away. So yeah, Philly Billy right here, everyone. He's a young lad that was playing for Doritos and possibly getting moved off, and we don't want that. So we moved him back so that way he doesn't get sold, and we'll get everyone moved over to where they need to be. So going through some of the some of the made players, and we'll look at the Doritos players first. N'Golo Maldini. Where will he go next year? He is wanted by a lot of teams, but we'll see if he makes it on. Can he find a good squad to play for and propel himself forward? Lord Hogg, another great player right here with high potential. Lord Hogg just needs those chances. He's appeared in 16 matches so far, and nothing before that. And you have Beaver Banger. He's appeared in 20 matches so far for them this year. Kind of fallen off. There should be a Yoda. Oh, no. Yeah. Atlante. That's right. Okay. It's Indica, right? There it is. Yeah. Okay. Why couldn't I find them? Was I just not looking for the right name? Yeah, Indica at the very top. I was looking for Yoda, but there's Indica right there. Yep, just wasn't looking there. Indica, 33 appearances through this season, 11 goals and 5 assists. Player of the match 4 times. Not a bad year for them. We'll be looking to get them a little bit more and played on out. Nah, they're not a mess. They've got it going on. Most shots for were Atlante. Most shutouts were Cancun with 7. Fewest shots against were Guadalajara. And most dribbles made were Cancun. Your best completing at passing was Atlante, while Irapuato had the most tackles won. The fewest conceded was Cancun with 14, while they had the most goals with 69. Hey, sorry, psychedelic. Get on out of here. Got something in my eye. Sorry, folks. Something in the eyeball. And we were just letting a minute go by, and I didn't want to press the controller. So I figured move the hands. But I wasn't expecting this in my eye. Okay, perfect. Word. Yeah. Morelia Boss was spotted at Cancun's convincing 9-2 win in the semifinal second leg. Jesus Vega finishes his spell at Atlante and returns to the club. Jesus Vega never made an appearance at all. Ouch. Not once? He said, hey, buddy, you want to come play for me? And then never played him. I love it. Tom Murphy had himself a hell of a year playing on over for Alebrijes. More of a bench player, 2 goals though, the biggest one coming in the last match. Playing regularly enough for us to be happy, not playing enough in his preferred striker position. Most used position is from that AM spot. Preferred position is that ST in the channel forward. So that is something you guys gotta pay attention to in a sense, I guess. Is when you're setting it up. I don't really give a shit, but other players will, for sure. Just something to think of. Pleased to be playing as a right winger. Hey, Lady Stupid, thank you so much for popping on over. Huh. Fucking weird. Fucking really weird. Whatever. I was trying to figure that out, but I really can't. Sorry. It was something else altogether. All right. Let's keep it moving, everyone. Clock is moving. 5:45. And that next matchup, as we said, will be Cancun versus Alebrijes. Alebrijes' big scorer this year is Julio Cruz. Julio Cruz is an older player for them, 31, one of the second oldest player on the league, or on the team. This player was listed for transfer on 12/5. He's been amazing for them, having been transfer listed for the past 6 months. I guess he plays better under pressure. 13 goals, 3 assists, all of those since he's been on the transfer market. Wow. I'm shocked. I do feel that's more Alebrijes' new tactic that they were able to put on in. We'll keep that moving along here at 1 minute. Perfect. Omanite in the chat. Hey, Freddie. Yeah, I think it's just fuck, my guy. Oh, there we go. That looks better. Yeah, it's saying that I'm not invited. It's just not working, Freddie. So we're trying to get our stream together thing starting like we always do, and it's just not working. It isn't, Freddie. It just is not working, my guy. Yeah, it's being really weird. Yeah, I don't know. We tried. Thanks. I'm not mad. It is what it is. It keeps trying to put me in one with saws, SoFlaws, SoFlo Wiz. It keeps trying to put me in one of those. And they're not live, so I can't join one with somebody who isn't live. That's what it's trying to do, Freddie. Yeah, it just keeps trying. Here, I'm just starting my own, Freddie. You join mine. I can't. Of course I can't. Haha! It worked! Yes. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. We were trying to get our collab started. I had to find it. It was really hard to find. So the Los Cañaros here for Morelia, unfortunately, won't be playing in the playoffs. We're getting ready for that Alebrijes matchup. De Oaxaca versus the Iguanas. Bobby Reebok, just 17, having played in 22 matches this past year, gave up 23 goals. The teams are warming up as we are ready for the playoff match. Again, all matches start at 5:45 for the start. I waited an extra 7 minutes to try to get the two managers here, but I do have to keep on moving through. And there you go. Tom Murphy will be out. Yehezil Marchand and Lionel Tiger out. Tony Leon, Fernando Morales, and Rodolfo Pizarro are in for Alebrijes. Alebrijes de Oaxaca come on out with Brewski and Ochoa in the back. Cancun comes out with Carter, Gator, Parma, Mukau up front. Wow, I don't know why. So weird seeing Mukau on that wing. And I don't like how my camera is reacting. Should be key 40. Perfect, let's go. Now can Cancun get things started? Ochoa comes out to stop that attack. 30 seconds in, and finally, both teams have touched the ball. Nambo up to Ruiz. Ruiz over to Santos. Santos back to Morales. Morales to Nambo. Goal! Nambo! The Morelia player out on loan here to Alebrijes, playing that right wing spot and really getting right past these Iguanas. Ruiz with a beautiful crossover. Santos back into Morales. Morales keeping the attack going forward. Nambo streaks right past his defender and takes that top shelf shot. Guadino had no chance at all. And we'll go ahead and fast forward through more interesting, or less interesting action to get to the better action. Drew, Dan, Brewski coming on in from the free kick all the way down. Morales over to Leon. Leon to Flores. Flores stop, and Cruz puts it in on the rebound. Guadino had no chance, and Alebrijes is up to the 2-goal lead. Here, 5.5 in. This is stunning. The Cancun fans who have traveled out to Alebrijes. Flores puts it in. Cruz right there for the rebound. And Alebrijes has the 2-goal lead, 5.5 in. Flores stares it right there, and Alebrijes is on the counterattack. Slowing it down, though, here, playing it on back. Cruz tries to reach. Ruiz cannot. And the Iguanas there to stop. Cristobal Carpa has the ball on his foot over to Bastardo. Bastardo moving it on down to the goal line. Down into Carpa in the box. Plays it back. Bastardo, Carpa giving it around, and it goes behind for a corner. Now, Alebrijes with 7 shots and 2 goals, trying to run those possession numbers. Now, they're a counterattack team, so they're going to be down. But anything above 40% for them really is them controlling the pace, I find. And you can start to see that number go down as Cancun is starting to take possession of the ball and control this game. Goes back up a little bit here. 55-45. Like I said, for a team that counterattacks in Alebrijes, those are good numbers. having the ball on their foot more and more. Bruschi now gets it from the throw and over to Leon. Leon to Morelos. Morelos over to Santos. Santos over to Nambo. Nambo back over. Runs it down the wing and stopped by Aguirre. But unable to clear it on out. Nambo is there again. Nambo's all over the field here. Goal! Julio Cruz puts it in the back of the net, assisted by Nambo. And your Cancun Iguanas are down by 3. Here at halftime. I don't think anybody saw this coming. I feel confident in that. I really don't like how the games work, everybody. Guzman in for Aguirre. Carrot Top Killer, how are you? Ochoa back out for Santos. Nambo gets around their man. Now this is the away leg for Cancun. Alebrijes is going to have to play tough on their away leg. Excellent, my guy. That's what we like to hear. Sandwiches rocks over to Parma. Parma over to Carpa. Carpa down to Bassardo. Bassardo tries to get it into the box, but Vasquez is there to stop the attack. Moving on down, Gator stops that forward attempt. Mukau coming on down. Trejo. Trejo to Palma. Palma into Bob Royal. Hype man! Can't put it in the back of the net. How does he miss that? The win? Maybe. Cross on in. Ooh! The assistant flag goes up. It's going to be a penalty. Carpo was pushed by Vasquez. And it will be. Who's taking that shot? Parmo. And Ocho can't stop it right there. They get that one goal and start to climb back out of this hole. Cancun burying it. Ochoa unable to make the save. De Ochaka have brought in Dominguez and Garcia. Well, over on the Cancun side, Sandwich Rocks and Guzman have come on in for them. Tom Murphy in for Alebrijes. A 3-1 win right here, or 3-1 lead. That can change quickly. Carpa tries to put it in just over the bar right there. Will result in a goal kick. Welcome on in, Raiders. I am Sadier420. This here is the Sandbox, and we are playing Football Manager 26 with your Football Manager Superstar League. Thank you for rating on into me. How was your stream, do you realize? And hello, mind your gutter. Tom Murphy gets that ball right there, starts working it down. All the way down to the goal line here. Stop. Crosses it back to Stacks. Stacks to Garcia. Garcia to Nambo. Nambo back up. Nambo shoots, misses the net just wide. Mario Nambo having his game of his life. And that is full time right there. Alebrijes on their home leg walks away with a 3-1 win over Cancun in the first leg. And again, we'll keep things moving at a minute pace. Not much for us to go over. Excuse me there. Lost a little bit of my voice, it feels like. Not much for us to go over as we did watch the game. Alebrijes stunning Cancun, and good morning. Hey, buddy. How you doing, Fred? Good to see you. Cancun being stunned by Alebrijes here in the closing stage final. And we are going to go to that second leg and see just how they do. A wild Zubat in the chat, eh? Let's get it. And this is the next one that we'll be doing. It is the championship match. No. No. I need other than championship. All right, get that to go real quick. Do you realize I appreciate that? I hope you had an amazing stream. Yeah. Jacob sets player for the 12 player of the match awards received by Alontes Parker Jacob is a new team record. Jacob broke his own record, having also set the previous record for a player with 12. Well, it sounds like he tied it then. Oh no. He's about to mind your plunger, not mind your gutter. Gatorade caught right there. This competition will be scheduled on May 8th. Okay, perfect. It's 3 days. We don't want to lose that, everyone. That's kind of why we were going to look at it. Oh, I know what we can go look at. Parker Jacobs still leading all goal scorers here in the closing stage with 23. Bob Royal unable to put it in the back of the net in that 1-goal game for Cancun. Whoa. Can Parker Jacob hang on to his league-leading goals? He can't do anything to add to his total, so he has to worry about the people behind him. The good crowd expected for the Alebrijes-Ochaka matchup, as this is the final one of the season. Right here, everybody. 2 years spent in the Mexican League. I really feel like we've done some good things down here, and we're ready to begin with some more. Good morning, Attica. I started getting player sheets together last night. I did not send them to anybody, but I do have 3 of the 9 made that I need to have made. Everybody's in, by the way. Everybody 100% is in the file. If you want to raise your potential right now, you can. Just send me a message. Let me know. We'll kind of take care of it. But believe me, you're not missing out on anything right now. You're not. 100%. You're not missing out on anything. You guys aren't. Your players aren't missing anything. Everything is Gucci, I promise. Hey, DP, how we doing? Not terrible? Not terrible. That's what I like to hear. I hate to hear that. Done with work then, or? Every day, bud. Just put it in like you're supposed to. Lineup changes. Sandwich Rocks in. Miguel Jimenez in. Mukau and Carpa out. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Data point. Holy hell. That's crazy, brother. Got it. There we are now. Parmo down 2 goals for Cancun, trying to get them back. You found this guy last night? Okay. You got a couple in front of you, just so you know, all right? (3-1) down on aggregate. Cancun is. Alebrijes doing the unimaginable, stunning Cancun on the away leg for them. Now Cancun has to do well in front of their home crowd to crawl back from this deficit. They already know they'll be playing in the Champions Trophy for the Expansion League. It's more a matter if it will be Alebrijes or someone else. Santos playing very well right there, but Bob Royal has the ball, and he's on the attack. All the way down the height, man. Turned away by Ochoa. Got you, DP. Attica got you as well. Bastardo has been given a final warning. Dan Brewski's taking this penalty kick. Oh, this is huge. Goal! Dan Brewski putting it in the back of the net on the penalty kick right there and giving Alebrijes the 3-goal lead on aggregate. That is the type of man you want taking that kick in this moment. Dan Brewski with a huge goal for Deo Chaka. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that much outside. Second half coming your way, everybody. And Alebrijes is doing it again. Up 1-0 here on Cancun and leading on aggregate by 3 goals. Dan Brewski with a beautiful penalty strike here in the 36th minute is our only scorer of the game. Trejo to Parma, and Cancun gets one of those goals back. Now, just 35 minutes remaining, down by 2. Bob Royal really spearheaded that attack right there, taking the ball all the way down to the goal line, getting it on into Trejo. Trejo passing on in. It looked like it was going to be a shot, but Parma right there to put it in the back of the net with the goal. Bob Royal down to Trejo, off the post, Parma in, it's a 1-goal game. 4-3 on aggregate, Cancun is coming on back, everyone. Bob Royal really making this happen right here. Oh, is Alebrijes going to wilt and not be able to hold on? Ochoa falls down and the ball goes in. Alebrijes has done everything right up until this moment. Only 3 shots able to get the 1 goal. They are playing very defensive, just holding on to their lead. But Cancun is a very dangerous team. One that you can't allow all these shots and attempts to. Now, Alebrijes trying to get some more shots on. 6-4 on the shots. Good job on that corner down there by them. And that's it. We're going to run full time. Alebrijes are your champion, everybody. Congratulations to Coach Aiden Pearson, that other ump on Discord and Twitch, for coming on in and finding a way to win the closing stage of Season 2 of our Football Manager Superstar League. I do want to congratulate all of the players and Coach right here. Thank you to everyone for making Season 2 great. Now, let's find out in the next game who is your Season 2 champion. Alebrijes able to win that second leg just like the sim showed. We did a fake little sim here earlier, and it is amazing to see this team right here walk away with the hardware. That does bring back, though, a matchup, a rematch for these teams. They will face each other now in the trophy champion, or the trophy clash. We're going to see exactly what it's called here in a second. Wow. Wow. Holy hell. Can you believe that just happened? Holy. Wow. Stunned is a word I will use here. Wow. Just wow. Alebrijes has done the unthinkable once. Can they do it again in the Expansion League Champions Trophy? I gotta get him in here just so that way I can see, like, cool. Because I don't want it to go forward too far. I need it to stop. Because I want to watch that match on Wednesday. Like, they're going to be playing in like a week. And I already put it on Tuesday. You know what I mean? I just don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. That's all. There it is. Cancun versus Alebrijes, everybody. This is a first leg. And we have a second leg. Perfect. Let's go. They're a week apart, though, so these players will get some rest. That is always welcomed. All right, perfect. That's what I wanted to see right there. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and put the minute timer on. And we'll continue to talk. Good morning, Rick. Parker Jacobs still leading all goal scorers here. Said Deco finishes in 5th with 12. Julio Cruz, that's the Alebrijes player, finishes in 3rd, tied with Cristobal Carpa at 15. Bob Royal had 20. Let's go look at assists. Cristobal Carpa had 13. Bob Royal had 12. Juan Puchetta, 9 with Edgar Guerrero for Atlante. Giovanni Leon finished with Venedos with 8. Sucio Bastardo, 8. Parmo had 8. A bunch of players had 8 there. Sorry to hear the rain's coming in on Saturday. It's going to find a way to rain every Saturday, huh? I thought I hit the minute. Did I not? There you go. So I feel like, I think I know what I'm going to do with the players. Probably. Yeah, probably. I feel it, Gator. I feel it. There's nothing you can do about it, but, you know. I think the Dordos players are all going to come over to whatever team I take. And we'll start doling them out so that way they don't get lost. We'll try to use them more and more. And if you guys as managers would like to go ahead and transfer for one of those, like a loan, you can do that as well. I'll try to do that in the Discord as well, so it's not, hey, if you want to come in on this player, you got to get in on it now. Okay. I'm pulling a PJ here. I'm 100% making the rules and sticking to it, or just making it up and doing it. I have to make decisions sometimes, right? So that's what I'm doing. Good song, Attica. I haven't heard this one in way too long. I can also guarantee it's the first time it was ever requested. And that is why we have that song request. Because unfortunately, if I pick songs, they always end up being the same song. Dreadlock Rasta. Thank you for the follow. Savage. Uh-oh. Savage Mode TV. How you doing? Getting into the matchup we are, everybody. This is your first leg of the Expansion League Champion Trophy. I am doing great. Thank you for the first time chat as well. How are you today? Sandwich Rocks taking on out. Miguel Jimenez out. Mukau in with Cristobal Carpa coming on in. Alebrijes just stunned. Stunned, I tell you. Cancun in the closing stage. Final matchup. Can Alebrijes do it again and find a way to get this champion trophy for the Superstar League? Let's go find out. Cancun coming on out with their regular 11. Cristobal Carpa not out there, though. Cruz, Pizarro, Nambo, Morelos, Ruiz, Bruschi, Ochoa. And this is kickoff for the Superstar League Champion Trophy. This is like a tournament, you know what I mean? Like the cup match, so to say. If you were playing in the English League, it would be the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. That's what this is the equivalent of, what we're playing for right now. And to get here, though, you have to win either the first or second leg. So good job by Cancun, who won the first, the opening leg, the opening half, the opening, stage. There we go, opening stage. And then Alebrijes, who we just watched today, stunned Cancun to win the closing stage. Now, both teams get to face off against each other here in the champion match. Oh, Cancun has to be upset with their performance. Not able to get that victory. Hey, how you doing, Liquid? Having Alebrijes celebrate on their pitch, no less. The counterattack for Alebrijes is real. Dan Bruschi, being the set man, is even better. Oh, and Ruiz just misses right there. That's how you do it, Attica. Liquid Snake needs to do that. Second half getting underway, everybody. Cancun and Alebrijes have worked to a draw so far. Rock all the way to Gator. Galindo puts it in. An assist by Gator. And it's going to be not allowed. Offside. Oh, Ochoa with an amazing save. What a play there. Alebrijes with more shots than Cancun. And that's just what? Now both teams have 5 on target. Alebrijes and Cancun working to a draw here. I'm shocked. That makes this second leg even bigger now. Ochoa in the final minutes here. Slowed everything down. He's not moving it. Long kick on down and will be stopped by Sandwich Rock. Gator up to Royal. Royal over to Parmo. Parmo works it on down. Oh, Parmo shoots and just misses. And that will be full time right there. Oh, that was a tight shot. Nice. I actually took a series from Detroit, which never happens. I was very pleased. Yeah. Right? GG's to you as well. That's what you have to do sometimes. You got to get it done. Good job, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, we got a shutout and like an 11-1 game where we only hit one home run. So I didn't look, but unless it was a grand slam, like manufacture some freaking runs in an 11-run game. Where are we at here? Let's see. Offers made. There we go. Yep. The Champions Trophy, everybody. Cancun and Alebrijes all square at 0. Guadino and Alebrijes able to put it together. Darth Gator had a really good game, just not able to find the back of the net. If you are a superstar player and you would like to see your player, let me know, and we'll go ahead and put them on screen for you as we are moving through this offseason. We have one more match, and that will be for the Champions Trophy, as right now, both teams are square at 0. That's Attica Online right there. Solid young 15-year-old who will be playing for, I thought Cancun, but it doesn't look like you're on Cancun. Bobby Reebok, I'll go ahead and show you him in a second. Just seeing if I need to do something with this. Yep, Attica should be on Cancun. And there you go. Don't know why that didn't stick, but we'll do it. There's Bobby Reebok right there, looking very well, to be fair. Good breakthrough prospect. Sharing time. Yeah, just keep on in. Song requests every day will get you 7 a week data point. It really does help the movement for your players. Yeah, it looks like Hammer hasn't logged in, so none of the players got signed to the team. So they're all free agents. And again, I can't make you guys sign in. You got to let me know if you're not able to sign in when I do have the follow-up. I can't make it for you. You know what I mean? Checking all the players now. Who's the other player? Let's see. Yeah, nobody did. I don't know why. All right, I think that gives everybody their players. Country Joe, Buck Futter, David Royal. Attica Online, Jamie Tart, Justin Briere. Yoda, Snaggy Beast, Staffy Stacks. All right, yeah, all the players are on their team now. And here we are into the final matchup, everyone. De Ochaka, Brewski and Ochoa, can they get it done? Cancun Iguanas not scoring at a time when they need the goals the most. We're ready to kick off here. This is going to be an exciting one. Vasquez over to Pizarro. Pizarro gets around his man right there. Plays it back to Morales. Morales over to Vasquez. Vasquez into Pizarro. Pizarro back to Vasquez. Vasquez, the Ruiz goal! Haciel Ruiz! But it is going to be waved off. Offside. Ruiz back into Cruz. Cruz back over to Ruiz to Pizarro. Alebrijes back on that counterattack, trying to get that goal. No, Carpa intercepts. Royal. Ochoa stops him there, gives up the corner. This has been a goalkeeper game. Guadino and Ochoa through the first leg done really well to keep the ball out. Now played back to Ochoa over to Brewski up to Vasquez, working down that left-hand side. Pizarro. Challenge hard. Crosses on over to Nambo. Nambo to Santos. Santos to Nambo. Back over. Down the goal line. Cross in. Pizarro. Goal! De Ochaka! This is a dangerous one right here. Nambo rolls it all the way down to the goal line, finds a way to cross it, and into the back of the net it goes. Pizarro beats Gator hard. Looked like Carpo was there as well. De Ochoa with the 1-goal lead here in the final game of Season 2. Alebrijes found a way to go ahead and get the closing stage trophy. Now they're seeing if they can't win the whole damn thing. Flores up to Cruz. Cruz is all the way down to Nambo. Nambo tries to cross it and does. Bassardo clears it though. Good job by the Iguanas. Now Bob Royal rolling on down the hype man. Just a little too hype and kicks it into the stands. Good morning, Denver. Brewski crosses on. Ruiz to Flores, and it goes in the back of the net, but it will be waved off. First offsides. Now down the other side, Cancun with the corner. Bob Royal swinging it in, and turned away by Cruz. Parma just up and over Ochoa. Didn't even move. That's your first half right here. Let's look at some stats. Cancun has the edge on possession, but Alebrijes is that counter-attacking team. Cancun with 11 shots, Alebrijes with 3. However, that one was on target, and it went in the back of the net for Alebrijes. 4 of those have found Ochoa, and he has stopped them all. The one clear-cut chance for Alebrijes isn't the one that went in. Cancun has worked 5 corners. Wow, Alebrijes completing more passes. A good first half right here. Let's go ahead, rips the Davskis off, and get on in to the second half. Carpa playing well for Cancun. Gator playing well. On the other side, it's Nambo, Pizarro, and Ochoa, who are having good games for Alebrijes. We are in Estadio Tecnológico de Oaxaca, the home of Alebrijes, and what a victory this would be for them on their home pitch. They had to celebrate on Cancun for the closing stage win. Now they're trying to do it here. Second half underway, everybody, and Cancun has the ball on their foot. Played it all out. Guidito over to Guzman. Guzman to Gator. Gator back to Galindo. Galindo to Guzman. Guzman up to Aguirre. Aguirre to Parma. Parma stopped right there by Santos. But Guzman takes the ball right back off of his foot, and Cancun's back on the counterattack. Carpa all the way down. Ochoa makes himself big and concedes the corner. Carpa coming on down, and penalty right there to Vasquez. Rock plays it in Galindo. Galindo guard Gator. Gator to Rock. Hits the post. Oh, crossbar tink, and it bounces on out. Ochoa did not get a hand on it. It would have went in. And across that sandwich Rocks can't reach. Ball's gone out of play for a throw-in. 70 minutes here played, everybody. Cancun down by 1, and they can't put it in. Carpa was so close, a near miss. Ochoa with the save on Aguirre. It's hard to get goalie clips, right? The only time you ever really see a goalie is when they're getting scored on. So I'm trying to make sure that I get some of those, saves. Alebrijes de Ochaka throws it into Pizarro. Pizarro to Bruschi. Bruschi to Leon. Leon to Garcia. 89 played the 1-goal lead. Cancun needs to get one here to force penalties. Parma. And they're on the counterattack. Here we are. Bob Royal. Slows it down, plays it back to Aguirre. Aguirre to Parma. Oh, and it goes in, own goal. Vasquez puts it in the net. He goes to head it out of play, and it goes in the back of the net. 1-1. Alebrijes, Cancun, all square. What just happened? This cannot happen. No! Ochoa thought his defender was there to help. He did not. Aguirre to Rock. Rock to Gator. Gator on over to Bastardo. Final play right here. To Royal, stop by Leon. Tiger, Lionel Tiger. Plays it back to Garcia. Garcia up to Marchanal. Marchanal plays it to Garcia. Garcia to Marchanal to the Tiger. And they're going to say end of 90 right there, everybody. We're all square. That is your end of 90. We have extra time coming your way. Substitutions have been made. Tom Murphy now for Dominguez. Over to Marchand. Middle of the pitch. Tigers in. Murphy's in. Garcia's in. Over on the other side. Jimenez. Pizzuto. I don't see anybody else. Yeah, cool. 27 shots by Cancun, and it's an own goal that gives them the draw so far in this matchup. Aguirre with the yellow card over to Tiger. Tiger around their player. Can't get it to Tom Murphy, though. Tom Murphy, the hero in the semifinal. Gator now swings it forward to Bob Royal. Bob Royal's been really quiet. Garcia challenges. Parma can't get it through a corner. Giving up. Cancun now with 7 shots on target. 29 total. This is the second half of extra time, working closer and closer to penalties. Dan Bruschi will be dangerous in those, I imagine. Here comes Bob Royal, but that attack fizzles on out. Oh, here we are now. 115 minutes played, 116, 117, 118. Neither team able to get anything else going. Ochoa here with 1 minute of added time. Plays it on long down. And it will be offsides. Goal! Bob Royal, final minute, comes on down. Boots it past Ochoa, and that is going to be your game winner, I guarantee. The hype man, Bob Royal, getting it done for your Cancun Iguanas. 2-1. Ochoa unable to make the save. This match was working its way to penalties. In the final minute, Bob Royal takes a pass from Guadino and goes coast to coast and puts it past Ochoa. Cancun are your Season 2 Superstar League Champion Trophy winners. Congratulations to Cancun and Alebrijes for making this match, and way to go to the Iguanas for getting the victory. We are now headed to Italy, everybody. Your Superstar League is packing up from the Mexican League and moving on over to the European League. We've had a good time here on North American soil, but we do feel moving on over to the European nations will bring us more prestige and a better product on the field. up and I back down and I. All right, so we have a hard save of the file right here at the final. Not moving anything else, right? Right now, everything is saved there. We're good. There's your Alebrijes season review. It was a fine season, Alebrijes, as they lived up to expectations and tasted success in the Mexican Expansion League closing stage. As far as their league performance was concerned, one thing was clear. What? What? They were a really good team. But what was it? You can't do that to me. Alright. What I want to see, though, is... I want all of it. Hey, PJ. There it is. So that just gives... I was hoping it would show, like, both. Not just this. You know what I mean? Like, I was hoping to see the whole Superstar League. That's whatever. I won't back. All right, everybody. So I think this is for the Superstar League. Morelia finishes with the best heading. Altenas Tepper has the most headers won. Cancun, though, has the best percentage of headers won. Yellow cards, Irapuato, have the most. So do Cancun there in second. The least yellow card was at La Paz and Benedos. Red cards, not too many red cards. Points per game, indubitably. That would have been Cancun. Yeah, that was all stages. Yep, that's what we want to see. All stages. Not really worried about form. I'm going to go look at attacking. The most goals through all stages were Cancun with 145. They also played in the most matches, 40. Atlante, 78 goals in 32 matches. Morelia, 62 in 32. Appearances. Mu Cal Heel was in the most matches. It's 39. So nobody played in all 40 matches. Aww. Mu Cal has the most wins, 33 out of everybody this year. And the most starting appearances with 37. Mu Cal Heel. Wow. Okay. You're a fine girl. Most goals for the season will be Cristobal Carpa with 39. Parker Jacob finishes in second, tied with Bob Royal at 36. Next is Jesus Salah for Correcaminos with 19. Philly Billy finishes in fifth, tied with Parmo and Calero. Alebrijes has their top goal scorer in eighth with 17. Darth Gator finishes in 10th with 15. Indica, we see you all the way down in 16th with 11. That's not bad. Expected goals was Parker Jacob with 25, right above Carpa. Average minutes per goal will be Parker Jacob. That's nice. He only appeared 30 times, while Carpa appeared 33. So the 3 goals that Parker Jacob is down, maybe he would have got. He also shot 3 less times than Cristobal Carpa. Wow. Bob Royal right behind him with 116. Shots on target will be Carpa. Conversion rate 3 players with 35%. I only see one, and that's Leo Bonatini. I do see Leonardo Vargas and Eduardo Perez. And Bob Royal are tied. Eduardo Perez and Bob Royal tied at 31. Free kick goals. Dan Brusque has 2 of those defensive free kick goals right there. That's pretty cool. Direct free kicks that you were able to put in. And you had 5 goals overall. So 2/5 of your goals were from direct free kicks. Dan Brusque. Christian Torres, Juan Brigadoa, and Parker Jacob all scoring from there as well. We already looked at goals. That was Cristobal Carpa. I don't know why they had that there again. Now we see assist here. Cristobal Carpa is your MVP for the season. That's a given, I think. Most goals, most assists. Yup. That's it. Bob Royal, 36 and 19. Parker Jacob, he had 7 assists and 36 goals. All right, let's go look over at the goalkeeping, and then we'll do defending. Allowed. This would be the least amount, and that's kind of misleading, as this person may not have played through all the matches. But Bobby Reebok's in 5th place, only giving up 23 in 22 appearances. Junior Rebel allowed 49 and 28. Looking for some of the bigger names, Muro Ochoa allows 57 and 34. Really turning it on in the second stage. And that is it for the named goalkeepers, I believe. Yeah. Shutouts, Raul Guadino with 14. Bobby Reebok in 2nd with 8. Saves held, Muro Ocho, 103. Saves parried, Ruben Castellanos. Conceded per 90 will be Junior Rebel at the top. And at the bottom will be Raul Guadino. Oh. Is it not showing my beautiful face there? It really should be. Hello, Lord Hogmeister. Welcome to the sandbox. Have fun and enjoy. Much love, brother. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. You got it, brother. We're just going over season 2 in its entirety. What happened there? Rick, what happened with Mattingly? Unreal. Cristobal Carpa comes on down in added time, passes it to Royal, and makes it happen. Bob Royal, you're hype, man. Final bits of hype. We're going to get those added on in as well. Anything here any hype trains from here on out. He hasn't had a must. Oh, no, yeah, he hasn't. Right. Very true on that, Rick. Yeah. He did have one playing though, so. But yeah, he's been clean shaved for a long time. You are right. The mustache was the player thing more, right? It really was. All right, everybody. We need to get this league added. Let's do it. And then we need to go into here. We need to find that. Pokemon, gotta catch Ozzy knowing me. I know it's my destiny. There it is right there. Why couldn't I? Why can't you put that on there? What? Okay, so here it is, bottom right, everybody. I'm so upset at this game. Cancun finishes with 77 points, 25 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Corey Caminos finishes in second, 13 wins, 8 draws, 7 losses, 47 points. Atlante in third. I remember PJ, Gavin Austin. Gavin Austin and Parker Jacob able to work to a 3rd place finish here in Season 2. Altenos Tepa finishes in 4th with 43. Guadalajara, 5th with 41. Tampico Madera, 6th. Morelia finishes in 7th, while Doritos finishes in 8th. Alebrijes, your second stage winner, had such a bad first half that they finished in 13th place for the overall standing for the Superstar League. That is a wild swing that Alebrijes had. A bad first half to a better second half. That is what happens when we have the Manager League up in hell. Ten seconds, everyone. Be right back. Hey, Gaparino. It is going great, my man. How about you? Dude, I'm doing great. Just setting up some of the things that we need to do. That's all you can ask for, right? Taking our branding off of the Expansion League, everybody, and calling it what it needs to be, the Expansion League. We were the Superstar League, but we're going to take that off. That's just how I feel. A lot of Crimson Desert. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about that. All right. So what we're going to do is from here, we're going to go ahead and put a little 1 on the end, and we'll call that moving file 1. And I have a rolling save. I have that now. I have a save, a save, a save. Hey, good morning from Vietnam. Wait, you're not from Vietnam. Are you? Twisted Insane, the Taco Shop. How you doing, Mr. Freddie Stone? Welcome on in. Don't you just love the smell of Oh, redeemed a send highlighted message. I love it. How you doing, Apex? Welcome on in, everybody. Get your Pokeballs out. Get your Pokecheck on. Do us all a favor. I knew what you meant. Three leagues will be added on. That's the thing. I can't do anything till then. I appreciate that, bud. So that's just it. You guys can't, I can't do shit. You guys can't do shit. It's really just a kind of a waiting phase. I need to make sure that all players kind of remain where they need to remain. That's about the only thing. You know what I mean? Like, league kind of shuts down right here. You know what I mean? We take care of everything. Let's see if I have that right. Let's start moving it forward, everybody. Ochoa sets record for most players of the match award. In the expansion league, Carpa breaks the goal-scoring record and creates a new record. The 25 assists for Carpa is a new team record for Cancun. Excelente. Moo Cow. Bro, you started the most games out of everybody this year. You had a really good year. You did, yeah. Cancun had a possible 40 games. You started 39 of those, sir. You had a really good year. In the closing stage, you didn't have any goals or any assists, but you were a 7.05 average rating, which is really nice. You play on that defensive line, and your team conceded the least amount of goals. I mean, I don't know how else to describe you having a good year, right? You know what I mean? Like, and your team ended up winning the trophy in the end. So yeah, you had a really good year. We're talking about football, right? Like, unless you're, yeah, all about that D. That's who you're playing as, right? You're just a happy cow sitting back, grazing on that grass. Not letting anything pass. Bro, how have we never found this? Yo, this is a vibe right here. How you doing, Juice? Yeah, you did grow an inch. You did grow an inch. And we're curious if you'll grow another inch. Legit. great song. Let's go, Reaper. Like I did a record with the white guy Dre got. It's some classic lines up in here, man, for sure. Yeah, that is definitely a bucket list concert. Agreed. 100%. Agreed. We're going to move off that file. We're going to go to another one. Just in case I need to go back for whatever reasons, folks. I think this one's called Taco Shop. Let's go, baby. Bro, I don't like messing with that stuff either, Moo Cowhill. At all. Rapping, rich, or like I ain't true, like I ain't go, like I ain't hoes, like I ain't for the show, like I ain't been true, like I ain't done it behind the zoo, like I ain't. I mean, you say that, but I know better. They're Tupac. I ain't rich, like I ain't sure, like I ain't gold. Like I ain't Joe by at the zoo. An asshole. Them shoestrings. Rain. Them gold. Like I ain't sold. Let's show like I ain't been Jews. Like I ain't been an empire in the Jews. Strange music. Yeah. Alright. Stan Royal, everybody. Who's he going to? Let's look over at that league real quick. Come on, give me what I want. Nope. And then we got to ooh that smell right after. Oh, that's beautiful. A whiskey bottle and brand new cars. Oh yeah. Ooh, that smell. All right. Okay. Wow. All right, so who else can't you be? Pizza? Can't be pizza. I think we figured out you can't be Parma. Right? Parma was one. Let me see. Yep, Parma. So 2 teams up, 3 teams down. I think it was Palermo was the other one. I'm saying yes. All right, everybody. Looking at this list here, we've taken off Blue Neri under 23, Zebra under 23, because they're the 2 that get promoted on up. There should be a 3rd one, and I can't figure out who that is, but we'll let that go right now. And there's also 3 teams that get brought down, unfortunately, right? Here, so we'll just do this right here. So we'll come to here. There you go. There's Series A. And I can't see last year, unfortunately. But we can see down here at the bottom that 3 teams get demoted. I don't want anybody grabbing those 3 teams. So I believe those 3 teams are Pizza, Parma, and Palermo. We've gone through and looked. And what we've done is we've looked and seen, you know, hey, this is what they have. This is what they have. This team is, SB is the league that we're in. They haven't left that league at all. When you go over and look at a Pizza, you'll see that they come from the A and they finished in 19th place in 25-26 and were demoted. Right? Okay, so that's a team you can't beat. Same thing with Parma. We come on over to Parma. They finished in 18th. And then we'll go to Palermo. This is the weird one. It shows that they finished in 1st and that they actually should be in Italian Series A. I'm not sure why they're there. So again, I'm taking them off the list. Juve Stabier was in SB last year. So we're just going to go through every team real quick so that way you can see this. They fell from... Oh, wait a minute. Here's the other one. See, it says Italian Series A. And then that says... Sure. Yeah, we're taking them off too then. Fine. Elos Verano. Hey, what's up, Vic? Welcome in. Frozeno. Good to go. Ooh, that smell. We're doing really good. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh. Ooh, that smell. I smell like it's around you. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So from that list right there, everybody, we're going to have our managers go ahead and pick their team. I'm not going to pick mine just yet. All right, everybody, in the chat, if you're listening right now, you have a chance to influence how I'm going to do this. We have 3 choices. You can put a 1, 2, 3 or an ABC. I'm not doing a formal one. I'm just doing kind of informal. Answer me as I go. Ready? Do we do it in whoever finished first gets first choice, whoever finished last gets first choice, or do we spin the wheel? 1 is first, 2 is last, 3 is random. A, B, or C, 1, 2, or 3, throw it down in the chat if you're listening. I'm going to give this about 2 minutes till 7:20, and then we'll see what we got. Worst is first. Yeah, that's where I was going with this, just so you know. And I'm digging it. A bunch, 2, 2, 2s. We got a 3 for the rando. Spin the wheel, says Future Reaper. Everybody, if you do want to go ahead and throw a 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Candyland rolls youngest first. Ooh! All right, Rick's thrown in the random of Candy. Yeah, not enough people for a lottery. Exactly, not enough people for a lottery, no. Candyland rolls, youngest player goes first. Oh, shnikes, bro. That would be Alebrijes is who that would be. The only way Alebrijes could go first is a random roll or Candyland rolls. Funny, funny, funny. All right, we're going to go with number 2. Worst is first. All right, everybody. Managers have been informed of the teams that are available, and they will be able to go ahead and get their picks. I will then take one of the remaining teams left, so that way they're going to have first pick. I'll take fourth. I'm still going to take a team. We're working on some stuff on how we're going to run that team. I haven't decided 100%. I do think me pulling in players that are doing good morning, just got home. Nice. Oh no. Dude, you're supposed to say I had an amazing night with friends or something. Had an umpire game last night. First time in 20 years. I got to yell at a coach. Hey, let's go. An amazing day here so far for sure. Just to recap kind of what went down. Well, we're already well past that. There you go. For some reason, though, you didn't sign him. You had not signed him to Alebrijes. I had to go ahead and put him on the team. He gets injured in training too. We'll clear that up. There you go. It's like it never happened. I can do that. Oh, by the way, yeah, I wonder what happened too. He didn't have a contract and the other guy didn't. Okay, good. That's why I was asking. Thank you. Dude trying to use the rule book to get the game called on a 2-hour roll. Oh, wow. How old were these? You said high school? No, it just said coach. You did it. You did it. But, oh, 10 under. Oh my gosh. So, as I was saying, Buckfutter, you wanted to be from Greenland, and that's not a country in the game, so I had to make you from Iceland. I hope that's all right. But a great year that we did have here, everybody. I can't explain how well it was last year. Let's go. Well, I'm fucking muted! Ah! Bro! Against Giannis Garbo? Get the fuck out of here. There's zeros. Legitimately, zeros. What? I did. I might have to give him the day off. I might have to put in a 6 starter or something. Yeah, only 1 run, right. Yeah, it was Joe Walsh. Little Walsh. 143 pitches. Bro, that's trusting him, though. That's not, yeah. Oh, man. What a game. The only person not to get a hit for our team was Alphonse Elric. 5 home runs, 30 RBI. 294 for us. He's our glue guy, kind of just always getting that base hit when we need it. An extra base knock here. I mean, it's 30 RBI, it tells you. Bro, that is my strategy all the time. We don't need a bullpen game. Well, we might get a bullpen game out of this, right? Well, I got something to write about today. I've just been kind of cramming them out. Bro, clearly he thought he was fine. You know how that game is, man. It always shuts people down. This year, in 14 starts, Tecker has recorded 4 wins and absorbed 5 losses. He's pitched 89.1 innings, allowed 87 hits, struck out 81. 80.1 innings? He never pitched that many pitches in 2 games, probably. Nah, he's a volume pitcher for me, always has been. But yeah, Papa Sump with the call? Still hitting 305. Nobody wants a backup catcher. What the hell? My guy's hitting 305. He's amazing. I'm just trying to flip him. He's better than Bridges. Bridges? What is Bridges? Is Bridges your backup? All right. Holy hell. No, I did not know that. I saw that we took the series. I was very happy taking the series. Very happy taking the series 2-1. Bob Royal got a Vic. You know what I mean? I was pretty happy, man. A guy going through at 89 can go a lot longer than someone throwing a 100. I agree with that, actually. Yes. Oh, that's what, I mean, Tecker's always been, the pitcher we're talking about in this game has always been a high volume pitcher for me, or high pitch, high volume, like, the pitch count has always been high with him, always. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow, man. No hit. All right, yeah, I'll write that story today. For sure. All live cards to play in 1919. Oh, my. How did that go? So what I was trying to do, everybody, is show you last year's standings, you know what I mean, for the closing stage. And for some reason, it's not. There you go. That other ump defeats Cancun on aggregate 4-3 to advance to the Championship League. That's right, baby. You won. Alebrijes comes from behind. Moves on to the Expansion League trophy. Unfortunately. Yeah, basically worse the first. Exactly worse the first, bro. It won't let me go back. Oh, you fucker. Well, I posted in the Discord, so that way you could see it. You won, or you lost, the champion trophy 2-1 in the final minute. And I do mean the final minute. It literally was the last play of the game, and you got scored on, and you lose. But you made it to the champion match, which is fucking unheard of, bro. I do need my managers. Yeah. Comes out of nowhere to lead the pack at Augusta. I do need you guys as managers to pick your teams. So that way we are ready. PJ is up first. Then will be you. Then will be Hammer. The sooner we pick, the sooner we can make these moves. Then they were definitely one of the ones that got demoted. We went through all of them again one more time to make sure. And I have not picked a team yet to make sure that I didn't take anyone's team that they may want. But that's where we're at. So Parker Jacob, when he can, Mr. PJ, gets his pick on in. That'd be great. I'll try to leave the foul up, although there's nothing you're doing other than picking your team. So I really don't need to leave the foul up just yet. I'll start leaving it up during work and everything again. So that way, once we get everybody moved over and move one more day, the transfer window will open. So everything will be up for play right there. Now, I do have a lot of work. So don't anticipate this being open or ready tomorrow or anything like that. But we'll start to get there. Picking teams is the very first thing that needs to happen. And it really shouldn't matter who's on the team. Like, just pick a team. Because they're all like random gen players. No one was... It's just how they are. So, I can't see anything on him. We can go to him. You can see he's a pretty good player. We can compare him to someone from my team. And we'll say like, where's he at? Sean O'Kane. So Sean O'Kane is the green player. And the blue player is... Nope. Sean O'Kane is the blue player. And the green player is the other side. So Sean's definitely a better player. There's Filippo Melagani. And that's about the same value of player as well. You know, 2 milli player versus 2 milli player. So Sean O'Kane coming on in. Not really, that tracks. So yeah. You should have a decent team. For sure. No matter who you pick. That's why we were thinking C, but I didn't want to go that far down. And I didn't want you to lose players to the bigger clubs right away. That's when we were looking at it. We felt that this was the right mix. And then you have the Italian Cup that you'll also play in. The rounds will be drawn on the 18th. So if we go look at our schedules here, this isn't as well as it should be, but we'll move one day to July, and then we'll be in on the other side. So yeah, I know the team that I'm looking at. I don't want to give it up, but we'll go ahead and look at a few of them. It is really hard when they don't show everything. We'll just go by salary. A decent little defender back there, 4-star, 32-year-old. Franzono. Strange. Not suitable for any of those roles? What? How does that work? Okay. Best role is that wing back. Oh, Gully Dokely. Why did you? And we'll go with Frozen. Dude, they have a player making 1.84 mil. Ricardo Marchesa. He's a defending left wing back. Making 1.84. Very important player for Frosinone. Georgi Gervendenza. I'm sure I said that wrong. Is a great attacking one up there. Not homegrown status at all. Francesco Jelly is... I like that name. Francesco Jelly. Yeah. We're going to be yelling Yelly's name if we go to Frosinone. We'll look at Regiona. Ooh, Regiona has players with faces. How did they get all those? They got an American with the most un-American name ever. Andrea Novakovic. Okay. Making 261K is from the striker spot. 30-year-old. Andrea Bozzolone. Italy's finest. Not capped at all. Makes 369. Plays that left wing back spot. Cedric Gando. The Côte d'Ivoire player. He's a striker. Argentinian Tobias Reinhardt. Good defensive midfielder right there. Manalo Portanova. These teams are really good, I feel like, actually. You guys should be good. Or it's just going to be a little bit tougher, right? Union Brescia. Stefano Gori is their goalkeeper, and he's their best player. David Balasearo. Good central midfielder. Mattia Zenonaro. And I think I'm going to be changing up my tactic as well. I do believe that we've come to that point where, well, I like the blitz. I want to do something different. Oh, gang. Hey, good morning, military gal. For real, get in and get any tactics that you need saved. If you don't have your tactics saved, you're going to have to remake them. And I would hate for you to have to do that. Military gal, ready for a dab? That other are you in the game or are you still loading in? You're gonna click tactics, and you're just gonna hit that drop down, bro. That's it. You're gonna hit that little arrow drop down next to your tactic, and it says save. Super ease. I promise. Ringing in your head. Smoke the day's last cigarette. Remember what you said. There I am. Cheers. Up on the stage, and there I go. I'm playing the star again. There I go. Turn the page. Right here I am. On the road again. There I am. Up on the stage, there I go. Star again, and there I go. Yeah, today just felt like an old school jammy jam. Ooh, I like this. What if I went you there and you there? Okay. Then we actually came into him and we said you were that. I don't think you can in this, unfortunately. I think that's the one thing. Is it letting you? I mean, if it's letting you, then yeah. I think you can do save all routines. I mean, I'm just looking at it. You know what I mean? It looks like it says save all routines. Your easiest way would be to save all routines, change the routine, and then load all routines and see if you get what you saved. That's how I would do it. So, you know, that's what we're going to do. Save. All right. Yep. I would just do save all routines. Because that looks like it's going to give you exactly what you want. We have so much we got to do there ourselves, so. But I'm starting to dig this right here. Oh, yeah. All right, now what do we got here? Stays wide. All right, yeah, I'm just going to play them wing back, wing back. And what are you doing? Defensive light. Yeah, hold position, but will be expressive. Okay. What are you going to do? Yeah, goal threat. Okay, I like that. Then you'll be the actual central midfielder, right? Yeah, let's go, baby. Del Campo with the wing. We're going to make them an inside forward. Moves inside a little bit, right? Stays wide, creative threat. Inside winger is a creative threat. Stays wide is a goal threat. I want him to be a goal threat, I think. Yeah, we're going to do wide. Ooh, I don't know about that. What about inside forward? There you go. Yeah, I like that better. And then what about you? So do we need them as inside forwards then? Somebody's got to be expressive. Somebody's got to be, yep, creative threat. All right, so you know what? Yeah, you're going to say winger. You're going to go playmaking winger. And then you're going to be our goal scorer. There it is. All right. And then we're going to save this. And we're going to call this, I don't know. We're going to call it looks like a funnel to me. Or a cone. What? It's not letting me save over it? Oh, okay. I was like, the hell, man. All right, there you go. Yep. And that's how I was able to get a tactic in. Boom. Off of my saved one, right? Kind of deal. What's this say? There's too much distance between these two rolls. And, oh, right. I didn't even set this, man. I think that's there. You're there. Where's Suarez? All right. Suarez, you got to move back. Flores, where the hell is Flores? Oh, Flores is up there. Switch with him. Macheo over there. There we go. Okay. Suarez, it's Salado right there. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay to there. Galindo and Vasquez on the back. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Galindo, Vasquez. Gavea. Yep. Ah, so that was in possession. This is out of possession. Wait. No. Get back on that. You son of a biscuit. There we go. Torres, Gavea. Perfect. In possession. Torres, Gavea. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's save that over so that way it Yerp. Yeah. Thank you. There we go. That's everybody together. Oh shit. All right, next comes the next part of building a tactic, everybody. How do you want it to play? Yeah, we're going to use that. Tempo higher. Yep. Attacking with. We're going to standard. We're going to keep that counterattack. We're going to be stick to the tactics. Less often. And we're going to play for set pieces. And we're going to come on down here. Maybe not. All right. We got dribbling. Yeah, we'll leave that. We got some decent dribblers. Work ball into the box or hit early crosses. We're going to do that. Hit early crosses. Shoot frost. We're going to discourage long shots. And we like that whip chance. We like to keep it mixed up. Now, how are we going to do this? Where does the ball come down, everybody, for the underlap and the overlap? We're going to balance that. And we're just going to leave that balanced. Dribbling, we already did. Progress through the middle. We're actually going to work down our flanks. With this one, we have people there. And the pass reception is going to be passing to their feet. No, we'll keep balanced. Back onto that. Goal kicks are going to be short. Distribute quickly. And no, I want it to go to both. We can't pick both? So we just got to kind of take. I don't like that. But we'll do that. All right. And that gives us our new little, we'll probably still use the blitz, right? I mean, I don't know why God Amaze and him are down here on each other's ass. Oh, that's because we're on defense. All right, that makes sense. I was wondering, I was like, the hell? Yeah, I can live with that. In possession down there. They're working their way out. out of possession. That's where they're at. Moving on out and getting in shape. Okay. Yeah, I can deal with that. Okay, there we go. Trap inside. We're gonna go with the balance. Yep, stop those crosses. You don't want crosses. Never want crosses. Get those boosts in, everybody. Make sure you got your song request in, even if it is just for a boost. Perfect. All right, so that's where we're at. And that's how you kind of set up a tactic. Just, little bit of what I was looking for. So I want to be able to play through my wings and have a strong defense was the idea of that. Let's get off instructions. So a lot of players here, right, for the defense. So that way we're forcing them to come into the middle where my players are. And then we're going to try to put the balls out to the wings. I don't know. I called it a funnel. I don't know. It kind of looks like one. Maybe we move him back, but I like him up there in that attacking role. I like having a striker. But it is a little bit better, spreads us out a little bit more versus this right here. And it gives us somebody at all phases. Every stage we have somebody there. If I need to, I can move these guys back. If we feel that we're giving up way too much, you know what I mean? We can move these back. But I'm really digging them right here, right now. So. And we have no clue how it's going to play yet, so there's that. But yeah, once the coaches pick their teams, and nobody has just yet, as soon as they do, though, we'll go ahead and start getting things moved over. Hey, what's up, Celestial Ken? Look over the teams if you're not. By all means, you can definitely go into that Italian league, find them, search them, look them up. I would suggest it. I'm having an amazing stream. I appreciate the lurk. Closing stage champs were Alebrijes. They then faced Cancun for the champion. And it is Cancun who wins Season 2's championship. Congratulations to all teams this year. A very fun year. Alebrijes actually finishes in like 13th place overall. That's how bad their season, their first half of the season was compared to the second half. It's crazy. Dan Brewski, you had some amazing goals. A penalty kick for sure. That helped you guys win and get forward. Unfortunately for you and your Alebrijes team. Now we're waiting for Gavin Austin to go ahead and pick a new team. Once he picks a new team, we'll go ahead and have Aiden pick his new team, and then Hammer will pick theirs. And we'll start getting everybody moved on over to the Italian League. I'm very excited for the Italian League. Viva Italy! Good morning, Carpo DB. You were the MVP. Seriously, you were the MVP, Carpa. Cristobal Carpa, 100% the MVP of last year. You had 39 goals, 24 assists. You led both categories. And your team ends up winning the trophy in the end. Everybody, this has been an amazing season. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this. I look to keep on growing this as we continue moving through each season. We are moved off to Italy. We will be taking about a week or a week and a half off as I get us there. Everyone, we will be back tomorrow morning with a little Chaos Golf. That's right, not Super Battle Golf. Come on back for the Chaos Golf. We're playing a little PGA Tour 2K25. Deuces, love, and 2 thumbs up for the chill survives. I can't wait to see you next time, everyone.
Just hit the pause, outro dropping off the stream, thinking, oh, yeah, keeping it a dream, chillin' vibes, pixels on our screens, 420 plotting, cooking up them schemes, sad